Picture this. A man clutches a broken sword in the middle of a battlefield, refusing to let it go. His grip is tight, his knuckles white, but the blade is shattered, useless. Around him, chaos reigns. Yet, another figure walks calmly through the storm, unarmed yet unafraid, untouched by the turmoil. What separates these two? The answer is not strength, nor bravery, but the ability to let go. This is the story of how the Stoics mastered the art of release, and how you, too, can find unshakable strength in surrender. The question is simple but profound. What are you gripping so tightly that it has become a chain instead of a lifeline? In the bustling streets of ancient Rome, a young senator named Lucius found himself at a crossroads. He had wealth, influence, and ambition, but his soul felt caged. One evening, he sought the counsel of Seneca, the renowned Stoic philosopher. "I feel like I'm losing control," Lucius admitted, pacing in Seneca's study. "Every decision feels like a gamble. Every setback feels like the end of the world. How do I regain my power?" Seneca, calm as a still pond, gestured to a cup on the table. "Pick it up." Lucius did so. "Now," Seneca continued, "imagine this cup is everything you hold dear, your career, your possessions, even the people you love. Hold it tightly." Lucius clenched the cup in his hand. Seneca's voice softened. "Now let it go." Lucius hesitated but released the cup onto the table. "That," Seneca said, "is your first lesson. Strength is not in the holding, it is in the releasing. What you grip too tightly will eventually shatter, and its pieces will wound you. Let go, and you will find that you are unbreakable." The Stoics believed that clinging is the source of suffering. Epictetus, born a slave, rose to become one of history's most influential philosophers. He often reminded his students, "You are not disturbed by things, but by your opinions about things." One of his most famous teachings involved a cherished lamp. A thief had stolen it, and his students expected outrage. Instead, Epictetus shrugged. He did what thieves do. "I will do what philosophers do. I will not let a lamp hold power over my peace." His indifference to loss wasn't apathy, it was mastery. Epictetus understood that by letting go of attachment, he had freed himself from being a prisoner to things beyond his control. The same principle applies to modern life. The loss of a job, a relationship, or even a long-held belief can feel like the collapse of your world. But the Stoics teach that your world is not defined by what you lose. It is defined by what you choose to hold on to, and how you choose to let go. Letting go is not weakness. It is the ultimate form of strength. Consider Marcus Aurelius, the philosopher-emperor of Rome, who faced betrayal, plagues, and war. His reign was marked by chaos, yet his writings in Meditations reveal a mind at peace. Marcus understood that his power as an emperor was fleeting, that his wealth was transient, and that even his body would one day return to dust. But this knowledge did not paralyze him. Instead, it liberated him. One passage in Meditations reads, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this, and you will find strength. By letting go of his need to control the uncontrollable, Marcus discovered an inner fortress no external storm could breach. Imagine yourself walking through a storm, not bracing against the wind, but moving with it. This is the essence of Stoic strength, not to fight the chaos, but to navigate it with grace. How can you practice the art of letting go in your own life? Start by identifying what truly matters. Ask yourself, is this within my control? If the answer is no, then let it go. A simple exercise recommended by the Stoics is negative visualization. Picture losing what you value most, not to dwell on loss, but to remind yourself of its impermanence. When you release the fear of loss, you also release its power over you. Seneca once wrote, He suffers more than necessary who suffers before it is necessary. Most of our suffering comes from clinging to what might happen, or what we think we cannot bear to lose. In truth, you are stronger than you realize. The act of letting go is not a defeat. It is a declaration of your resilience. As Lucius left Seneca's study that evening, he felt lighter, not because his problems had vanished, but because his perspective had shifted. He understood now that the things he clung to were not his sources of strength, but his chains. He walked into the night with empty hands and a full heart, ready to face whatever challenges awaited him. And you? What are you holding onto that is holding you back? The Stoics offer a simple truth. When you release your grip, you free your soul. Take a moment today to let go of one thing, a fear, a grudge, or an expectation. Feel the weight lift, and in its place, discover your unshakable strength. If this resonates with you, share it with someone who needs this reminder. Subscribe for more Stoic wisdom, and let us continue this journey together, one step closer to inner peace.